Well, here we are, the 2012 Triumph Tiger 1050 SE. The SE is the better version, comes with ABS as standard, it's got the heated grips on it as well. This particular model has got the extra crash bars on it. It's also got the clever little, or pretty little caps for the brake fluid reservoir, just there and just there. It had a narrow can fitted from the factory, and the dealer kept the original can. Now, I've heard of this happening before. That's theft, people. If you're buying that can as an extra, they should give you your original can back. So anybody that's having one of these fitted from standard or from new, ask them for the original can back. It's got the carbon hugger fitted to the back, which is real carbon, not the carbon print. This particular one comes with the panniers as well, but I haven't put them on. 2012, which means it's the newer model. Newer model's got a slightly higher output of the engine. It's also had a couple of tweaks on it, and it's got the black handlebars. That's the biggest way you can tell it's a 12, and also these indicators are sharper, not quite so bulbous. So there you go. It's a nice looking little bike. It's got the MRA screen fitted to it as well. This one, it's not standard. That's an aftermarket, but they throw quite a bit of wind off you, which is good. Can imagine the handguards doing good in winter, but in summer my hands get very warm. Over to you, Russ. But the thing that's making me not keep it, go on, have a guess, people. Those of you that know me, why aren't I keeping this bike? Because the fuel injection is absolutely rubbish. It's great when you're opening it up, it's great when you're above 50 miles an hour, but when you're in the middle of town, it's like you're riding an ex-girlfriend that's just found out you're seeing someone else. So, yet another manufacturer that don't know how to make smooth fuel injection. I sound really bitter, don't I? When you're spending £7,500 to £10,000 on a motorbike, probably even 14 in the case of things like the GTR 1400s, these manufacturers just don't make smooth fuel injection. You should be ashamed of yourselves, people. Well, that's my little moan at the manufacturers. I mean, the bike's generally okay, it'll do its job, it'll go touring, etc. You know, it's comfortable. It looks quite nice as well, it's a lovely colour. And this is the newer model where it's got the black handlebars, the pointier indicators, and there's been some changes to the engine, but obviously not the fuel injection. Shut up about the fuel injection already. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just not for me. It's not my kind of bike. Please bear in mind, everybody, that I am really picky, and a lot of people won't notice. It doesn't mean you're any worse than me. If anything, I envy you. It's got a really nice pull on it though. When you open the engine up, it's very smooth and tractable. It also feels a little bit like a two-stroke. Now, those of you that have had two-strokes in the past will sort of understand what I mean. It's very loose and very revvy, and it is nice. You know, the engine is really nice. It's just that if I'm spending all this money on a motorbike and then have to go and spend another £250 on a power commander, or 275, and then spend some more money to get it on the rolling road to put right what the manufacturers won't, then to me that's just bad. Is it just me? The only two bikes I've ever ridden that have had good fuel injection have been the SV650 and my CBR 600RR. That's it. My VFR 800s that I've had, my Pan-European 1300s, the 1200 ZZR, Kawasaki wasn't too bad. The FJR 1300 had it. I'm having a right moan here, aren't I? But I wish somebody would actually read this, the manufacturers, and say, yes, it's down to emissions and stuff. Okay, but just put a switch somewhere. Just put a switch on it somewhere that will richen the mixture up and sort this mapping out. Other than that, if you want to go touring on something like this, you know, it's a tall seat height. I'm 5'8" and I'm on my tiptoes, and I do have lowering links for this as well if anybody decided to buy it, and that will just drop the seat height down by about 1.5 inches, something like that. But I don't know whether you can actually hear that. I'm holding my throttle absolutely dead steady and it's going do 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 do. Right, enough bitching about the fuel injection already. You know that I don't like it. The engine sounds fantastic. So the heated grips are on there, they work, but they're a bit awkward to get to if you want to switch them on. But I suppose once you've switched them on, that's it, they're on. The gel seat's nice and comfortable. The riding position's really nice. The luggage does the job. There's not loads and loads of room in the luggage, but the luggage sort of like oiks up at the back, and it reminds me of a Victorian lady that's pulled a skirt up to run. That's probably just, again, my weird imagination. It goes around corners like nothing else. It handles beautifully. Went out for a ride with Crumble recently. He had a Tiger as well. We were both going around spiritedly on some of the Lincolnshire roads, and the bike just goes around the corners beautifully. It's got plenty of pull as a 1050 for overtaking anything you want to overtake. So I'm pretty sure most of you will absolutely love these bikes because they really are good bikes. If it wasn't for that fuel injection, I'd have it. Okay, I'll get it in once more. Fuel injection.